Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Everyone is welcome. My love.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you, my love?
I'm well too. And my love.
Yes.
What day is today, please?
Today is June 18th.
18th.
So we are very, very close to officially being summertime, and we are
Yes.
in a beautiful cemetery, one of our favorite places here in Vitoria. It's filled with birds, rabbits, and there's even a fox here that we've seen. And there's cats, there's wild cats that hang out. So if you see in the background, maybe not a rabbit jumping, since you can't really see exactly what's behind us on floor level, but you might see, I don't know, an exotic bird.
Well,
I'm just being silly.
my love. For me, it's very hard talking in other topics. It's very hard. The finish in the words in English, th.
Throw, the, thorough,
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yes. Well, but yeah.
What about my previous channel, Travel and Tash? Tash is very easy, no?
Yes, is in
if
the
it's
in the
TH.
termination th in the final the word.
At the end of the word.
Yes.
Ah,
Tooth,
suffix.
for example.
Or I
Tooth.
guess. Ah, okay.
Teeth.
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Half.
Guys, if you don't already follow us, we are Jesus and Tasha, so make sure that you follow our channel here. Jesus and A&D, Tasha. And we'd love you to give us a follow right here on our channel. And if you didn't see our previous live stream last week, we typically record in English every Thursday. Our topic last week was stem cell activation, why we use it, and the things that it has helped I was going to say help our body, and that literally is what it does, is it assists your body to heal itself, and the results that we have personally experienced. So I'm going to drop that in the comment section after we finish our live stream, and make sure that if you're here for the replay that you go back and see that brilliant live stream that we recorded. Yes, my love, what is the topic today?
Today is self confidence and self-belief.
Self-belief, self-esteem, how we build self-esteem, how we build self-belief, self-confidence.
Yes, I think is very close with the self-take care.
Taking care of yourself is, yes. I know, I agree. Self-care, self-love,
Yes.
and giving yourself every chance possible to build the life that you want, knowing that each one of us deserve to have a beautiful life and beautiful future.
Yes.
Yes. So my love, so now that we're already on the topic, why is self-confidence so important? We know that sometimes, for example, we could have a lot of self-confidence in our career. We've been climbing the ladder of that hierarchy at work. Or perhaps you already have built that business as an entrepreneur, your own business, and you feel that you're very, very successful in one particular area of your life. But self-confidence and self-belief isn't just about one aspect of our life, it's the multiple aspects of our life where sometimes we might be a bit lacking.
Yes. I agree with you, my love. And I think the first one aspect or area in our life is a first step, but improvement in the different areas. For example, to expose to ourselves or to self and uncomfortable situations, I think is a key or best key for improvement on development, because when you are in a comfortable in a comfort zone, you don't improve. You don't develop. Develop. Yes.
You don't develop.
Yes, because is a same thing. It's a same result.
Exposure.
Yes.
The same people, the same situations, and you don't have a chance to step outside and grow different aspects of your character, of your skills. So, for example, it might be that you find it really difficult to meet people. For example, you're looking for your partner, you're looking for your future husband or wife, but you feel really awkward and you don't know how to talk to women, or you don't know how to talk to men. Or it might be just simply social, like you just find it really uncomfortable being in a social environment. Perhaps you're invited to dinners or parties, and you want to, one of your goals, for example, is I want to be more comfortable hanging out with people I don't know. Perhaps your goal might be financial. It might be like, I want to be able to grow I want to know how to invest, or I want to be able to put aside money each month toward a particular purpose. But you know, all of these things, all of these areas in our lives are different areas where we might not be as strong equally in equilibrium across all aspects, that we have one area that we're particularly strong in. So in that case, my love, I think that discussing what you mentioned about how to grow self-confidence in different areas begins with knowing, for example, what your goal is.
Yes.
Is your goal to increase your finances? Is your goal to start your own business? Is your goal to find a life partner? Is your goal to be more comfortable in social environments? Is your goal to increase your position and your salary working for an employer? You know, what is your goal? And you know, obviously there are many others too, but once you've identified that goal, then I think you open up the opportunity to step outside your comfort zone and to expose yourself to environments and different people where you have the opportunity to get the skills needed to work toward that goal. It's similar really to the analogy of a lighthouse.
Yes, it is completely the same.
Yes.
Because you say to us is a man working the garden in the cemetery. Well, credit to us. Well, you say after
The
you
lighthouse,
expose your idea very well, but in summary, the first step is identify where I going.
Where am I going?
Yes.
So, yeah, do you want to tell the example of the lighthouse that we shared in yesterday's live stream in Spanish?
Oh, yes. But the lighthouse is very important because the lighthouse suggesting where to go. If you don't see the lighthouse, you imagine, you create your own lighthouse.
Your
yes,
visualization of your future goal.
Yes. Because it's very important to define, to identify where I going, where is my goal. Because if I don't identify what I want, and it's very hard, you can't obtain anything about all of your goals.
I agree.
Well, but in summary, the first step is identify. The second,
Can I add to that before we continue?
yes,
So, imagining that we are a boat, and off in the far distance we see that lighthouse, we see that goal. Our stern might go in many different directions. The waves might come and take you in a different direction. But ultimately, because you know what your goal is, you keep bringing your boat to the course where you know your goal is, you know where your journey is taking you, and you correct course. Perhaps you think that a particular road is going to take you to your destination, is going to take you to your goal, but it turns out that instead of the low road, you're taking the high road. You know, you're going over the mountain to get to where you need to go, or to where you want to go. Sometimes we feel disillusioned and we think, you know, oh my goodness, I'm never going to reach my goal. And the trick really is consistency, isn't it, my love?
yes.
Not losing sight of what you want, and just keep redirecting course, keep making modifications. You know, I noticed that, for example, I had a friend who started a YouTube channel, and he wanted to create a huge community, introducing them to South Korea and the different cultural elements, including lots of food and so forth. And he discovered that although he really wanted to make things work on YouTube, it turns out that Facebook was the best avenue to present his work, to present what he was showcasing. So you might think that this particular route or that particular route is the way to attain your goal, but it might, you know, the result might be that actually you need to reevaluate and change course, take the route that's going to take you to your goal. And it's an interesting thing to notice, that sometimes our perception, we just really need to reevaluate and say, what's more important? Is it the route or is it the destination? Although some people would argue and say the route is the thing to savor, in fact. But knowing that if you stay the course, just like J.K. Rowling, and this was something we mentioned in our live stream yesterday in Spanish, that she presented Harry Potter, I think it was 100 times, to publishers before she was finally accepted, and they were like, yes, we're going to produce Harry Potter for you. If she had given up on number 99, no, that entire series would never be available today. So keeping track on what your goal is, knowing what your goal is, and staying the course, and readjusting when needed. My love, I interrupted you.
Yes, but no problem. We are discussing, and I I understand your passion and my passion too.
Yes.
We are very, very passionate persons, but we love a lot.
Yes.
And well, I think many times we are receiving different opinions. Pardon me. Different opinion about person close to us. For example, some friends, some family members, and I think it's very important.
You mean negative opinions?
Yes, negative opinion about your lighthouse or your goal, your first goal in our life.
Yeah.
Not only now, in different times in our life.
Yes.
I think it's very important to maintain the doing consistencies.
Yeah.
Consistency, your actions in concordance with your goal, with your lighthouse. Yes.
People typically only realize what it is that you are building once you're successful. But for the earlier and middle stages of building, a lot of people are not supportive, including close friends and family members.
Yes. In this case, my opinion is to continue doing the actions in concordance with your goal, without pay attention to different opinions, because I think it's very uncomfortable when you receive this opinion, because your self-confidence sometimes
diminished,
yes.
Yeah.
But it's the very important training for improving.
I
Yes.
agree. Should we share some of our life experiences, things that have helped us build confidence?
Yes, but where how I know, you have two histories and me one history. And in this case, I prefer, if you are agree with me, you start the first one. Yes.
So, Jesus and I were discussing yesterday, what can we share, what have been really important life moments that have helped us build self-belief. It's interesting because, you know, there's many things that I've read that have been instrumental, but I think that the greatest teacher is your own learning experience, because the pain that can accompany such experiences, or the joy, make it impossible to forget. And so for that reason, Jesus and I want to share personal experiences that have helped us build self-confidence. And the first one that I want to share is how initially I didn't believe in myself when it came to being able to perform academically. I thought that I just didn't have the brain for academics. I thought that my memory wasn't very good, that I wasn't capable of having good results or high grades, and just really low self-esteem in terms of that I could study, that I could achieve well in exams and so forth. And I signed up for university at the age of 29 with, actually I didn't know what I wanted to focus on at the time. In the end, I ended up studying, or I declared my major in Greek and Roman history, and I ended up, you know, by the time I graduated, by the time I was in my final year of graduation, I was doing a thesis. I was studying Latin and Greek at the same time, and the amount of dedication to translation that I was doing on a daily basis, I really began to realize just how capable I was of having a really strict routine, where doing something that for me was really challenging, you know, sitting down and trying to translate ancient languages for long periods of time to be ready for the class the next day. For me, that required an incredible amount of self-discipline, and, you know, having achieved that built a lot of self-confidence within myself. And I believe also that, you know, having written a thesis in my undergraduate and graduating with honours, for me just helped me understand, look, Tash, you can study, you can graduate, you can do academic stuff, and you can survive the experience, and you can learn, you're capable of learning, and it doesn't matter if everybody else in the class is 10 years younger or whatever. Just, you know, thereafter I ended up doing a linguistics diploma, which had its own interesting challenges as well, but I was the first person to graduate. And, you know, I think that particular area within me where I needed to prove to myself that I could actually graduate from an educational program, I needed to show myself that I was capable of doing that. And that was really important in my personal journey. Nowadays, for me, proving myself academically isn't important. I feel that I've achieved what I personally wanted to achieve, in that area. But that was important to me. But now I also, and guys, I'd love to hear your experiences as well in the comments. What were the things that helped you build self-belief? Share a story. I would love to hear it, because these things are all so personal. Like, you know, the fact that I believed that I was incapable of graduating from a university or academic type stuff, you know, that was a very personal thing to me. I do want to ask Jesus, my love.
Yes.
What was something that was extremely instrumental or monumental in your life in terms of building your self-belief?
Well, we are discussing about these situations when really to adding different skills in our life. I share with my love different situations, and in result I want to share now one of the thing about this situation. We believe this history, in my case, is a very switch for continuing improving in different areas.
Mm-hmm.
Once upon a time, when I was
5
5 or 6 years young, not old.
Okay.
I
Your mum enrolled you.
No, I questioned to my mom, Mom, please, to increase, inscríbeme.
Oh, to enroll in Taekwondo.
Yes, and she said to me, yes, I agree with you. But result, I was child very afraid with the fighter.
Fighting. You were scared of fighting.
Yes, yes, a lot.
Very scared.
Yes, in the first years practicing these martial arts was very hard for me.
So you were between the age of 5 and 7 or 9 years old?
More or less 9.
9. Okay.
Yes.
And martial arts, of course, isn't just practicing; it's also fighting.
Is training and fighting in the training or on the training. For me, was very hard situation to confront.
To confront your opponent.
My opponent and myself too, because I was feeling afraid, scared, horror. It's a horrific or terrorific situation for me.
You thought you were going to die, like when you fought,
yes,
when you were in combat.
But very dramatic. I think I was very dramatic and a little dramatic now.
Were you consentido? Were you, as a child, you were very spoiled?
Yes.
So Jesus was very spoiled. Everybody took care of him. He was very
lovely.
I think the English expression is cuddled or too protected, like overprotected. Yes. And so to go into a situation where you're having to do combat, sometimes against your actual teacher, that is scary for a child that's like 9 years old, between the age of 5 and 9. What happened at the age of 9?
Well,
that changed.
Well, I wanted to quit, not continuing in this sport practicing. My mom gave to me tas
smack. Go. You have no choice.
With the leather belt. And I thanks to her because
she insisted that you continue training
and support my discipline. And
Self-discipline.
yes, yes. Um, and my master on the martial arts, Jose Cárdenas, saludos a ti. I want to say thank you because he in one time says to me, "Hey, if you leave, you don't coming back." Well, I take a decision with I was feeling afraid and horror
About fighting.
about fighting, but I confront two situations.
You persisted.
Yes, and I was feeling afraid, but I achieved to be champion in 4 times national competitions.
Yep.
And well,
That's incredible, isn't it? And I bet your mum was like, "Oh my goodness, thank goodness that I pushed my son to keep going," you know?
yes, and it's a very important in summary, expose and uncomfortable situations because it's the key. Because
To growth,
yes,
to personal growth.
it can be very uncomfortable, but you can to do.
You can do really difficult things. You just have to step outside of the comfort zone where you discover that you have all of these strengths. And fighting has given you, I think that set you up as a teenager and later as a young man to just be easily, be a public speaker, presenting research, to speaking your mind and to not being timid or shy, to confronting difficult situations that other people would have found very intimidating. But because you have been intimidated so frequently in fights,
Every
physical
day.
fights,
Every day.
by your teacher as you walk into the studio
Yes,
to train,
yes.
that for you it's just normal being confronted or being in a conflictive environment.
Yes.
Where it doesn't stress you to the same levels as most other people.
Yes.
I think that's a really good thing about martial arts, is
Yeah.
you actually learn
Yeah.
how to be comfortable in really stressful, what most people would consider a stressful situation.
How managing the stress situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
With about yourself and others one.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
My love,
Yes.
do you want to share with us the second history?
I'm going to do a very, very quick share of another important event that happened. While I was living in South Korea, I began a YouTube channel in around 2017, 2018. I think it was just after I traveled to India. I decided, you know what, I'm actually going to create a YouTube channel. But I started off doing talking head, where I was just talking to the camera. I began to challenge myself, and I remember that at one event I was invited as an influencer to go to a beauty seminar, and I took the opportunity to interview one of the people that I'd just met there. And I remember that I was feeling really nervous about doing it, but I wanted to actually challenge myself by introducing other people to my channel and having to do an interview as a host, interacting with somebody else. And when I was editing the video afterwards, I felt really proud of myself that I was stretching myself and I was doing different things within my channel to develop my skills as a presenter. And later, this was a few years later, when I was in Newmarket in the UK, I was at the horse racing museum, and I interviewed the curator at the museum to learn more about the work of the museum and a bit about the history and some of the pieces that they held at the museum. And I feel that, looking back now, if I had never started interviewing people back when I was living in South Korea, that I would never have had the courage to go to the museum and say, hey, can I get an interview with the curator? can I get an interview with somebody official representing the museum? And I think that stepping out of my comfort zone all of those years ago helped me build those presenter skills, where I felt that I had skills and abilities to interview people. And I think that, you know, whatever your goal is, at that time I really wanted to build a really successful travel channel, and life changed, I changed, I got older and I got a little more sedentary. I moved back to Europe, where I didn't prioritize, you know, exploring so much. Rather, I began to explore more about how to stay healthy and how to maintain the strength and energy that I had, you know, when I was in my 30s. And when I was in my 20s, that became more of a priority. And so it's interesting how we change. But my point is that all of those skills that I built, you know, with my former YouTube channel, as a presenter, and stepping outside of my comfort zone on so many occasions, like that's just a tiny slice of me, you know, doing something new. Really, I think that the key is, when you know what your goal is, and if your goal stays the same, which hopefully it does, now we have a different goal, that you know what skills you need to build to get to that goal. And the way to build those skills is to step outside your comfort zone, meet different people, and be in different environments where you have the opportunity to improve yourself, to grow as a human, and to be able to offer something that's really valuable. And talking of goals, so thank you for letting me share that story, my love.
Yes, thank you too, my love, because I love you. I love you, and I want to say congratulations for continuing doing the things you want to achieve.
Thank you, my love.
In your life, and it's very important to say congratulations.
Thank you.
You can continue doing the things you like.
Yes.
And to achieve too.
Thank you, my love.
And me too.
Yes, and you too. And you too. You have many skills, many amazing skills. And talking of goals, and I mentioned that this is something that has changed as I entered my 40s and as I returned to Europe, is a new goal that I now have, obviously with Jesus together, is that we're focused on health. We're focused on helping families get healthy. And our goal is not to grow a massive YouTube channel. Our goal is to help 18,000 families get healthy and strong, just like us, because we do not feel our age. We feel absolutely fabulous, and we've developed a method that we want to share, and we are sharing things that help us, tools that arm us to make sure that we age in the best possible way, where we don't feel our age, we don't look our age. And that's precisely what I'd like to share right now, actually. If you could tell a little bit, my love, about our goal, our new goal. It's been our goal for a while now, but I'm sure you've probably noticed that we do talk about health a lot. Mental health, physical health, emotional health.
Yes. It's our proper method about health, integral health, or holistic health. Well, talking about that, we are very happy because we are launching our own method very soon, and pardon me again. Well, we are doing preparing 2 programs. One of the thing is one of the program is more focus in people activate in the sport area, or very specific in strength training. Is a program, is our method. In 90 days in communication with us or in group is one-on-one or in group, and it's very specific for persons in the 30s in advance.
And higher, 30s and higher.
Yes, thank you for supporting me, my love. Well, it's to achieve more structure and result in good health, physically, emotionally, and mentally. And mental.
Mental health,
Yes.
too.
Do you want to share with us about the other one program?
So Jesus was just talking about our strength training program, where we want people to have a gym membership already, and people that want to have personalized guidance on nutrition and how to incorporate nutrition, the right nutrition for your height, for your weight, for your personal, for the different conditions in your health, because obviously we all have different health conditions, and the question is, what do you need specific help with? Now, the other pack that we're also introducing is a focus on helping your body get back into balance, help your body get back into equilibrium. So this is specifically for people that have health conditions. It could be very serious, or it could be less serious. Sometimes we're not even aware of all of the different issues that we have with our health. And this pack is for people who just want to get their health to an equilibrium where they feel good, they feel happier, they feel stronger, and they are already beginning to resolve the health issues that potentially have been around for 10 years, 20 years, or even longer. And once people have got their health at a stage where they're just like, you know what, damn, I feel good, you know, then that person is ready to go into our next program, which is focused on weight training, on nutrition, and supporting your body in different ways. So that's how we're beginning, and we would love you to join our program. We're taking a wait list right now, so comment below wait list if you would like to join our program, and we will be connecting with you directly. And for anybody that doesn't want to wait, you can comment urgent. Comment below urgent, and we are going to connect with you too. Exactly. We are currently working with clients who can't wait, who need to get particular health conditions under control and need to bring their body back into balance immediately. And one thing that you might be asking is, you know, will you be including the stem cell activation? And we will be including stem cell activation. We are very, very pleased with the results that ourselves and our family have experienced, and we absolutely love that, and we are going to be helping, and we are helping people with personalized guidance on how to use it. Yeah. So my love, shall we say goodbye? We're actually just about to head to the gym.
Yeah.
And before we officially work, we're going to do a great workout at the gym.
Yes.
Today is leg press.
Yes, it's leg press. Yes. Well, people, see you next
Thursday. Goodbye. Thank you so much.